So good evening, Standard 5. Once again, I'm here for you, Standard 5. So today I'm going to touch chapter 4 of your social science, which is about transport and communication. In this chapter, I will discuss about the transport and communication, how they came into existence, and what is the crucial role played by them, and what are the various means of transport and communication. Students, as I have mentioned you in my earlier videos about chapter 1, 2 and 3, in which we have seen about the evolution of mankind, about the life of early humans, how the major discoveries and inventions took place, and how they changed not only the life of early humans but also changed the course of history, and how these inventions and discoveries led to the development of human beings as well as growth of civilizations. Now, in this chapter, we will see how this transport and communication plays a crucial role in our life, and how it is an important aspect of the development process. Now, students, whatever the discoveries which we have made in the past, or even today, whatever the discoveries or inventions are being made, how this is possible, how these inventions were made possible, this question might strike you sometime. See, all these, behind every inventions or discoveries, the ideas plays a crucial role. These ideas comes to our mind, inspire us. And how these ideas comes to our mind, whenever we think or whenever we observe the things around us, or whenever we get involved in some kind of activity, we get ideas, and these ideas inspire us for various discoveries and inventions, and these, in this way, these ideas change our lives. So ultimately, the system of transportation has also a story, how the transport system came into being. So before moving to the topic, see, students, the transportation system is a very crucial part of our day-to-day life. It not only helps in the movement of people from one place to another in a shorter period of time, but also it makes the life easier and comfortable. See, students, if you will look into the life of early humans, you will see the early humans, they used to move the loads, heavy loads or goods from one place to another with the help of sledges or the carts. And these sledges and carts don't have the wheels, okay? They were either pushed or pulled. Ultimately, see what is before moving further, I want to mention you about sledge. What is a sledge? Sledge is a kind of vehicle, okay, which is used to move the loads or goods from one place to another, and which is oftenly run by the trot animals. But the sledges here in the early period, they were either pushed or pulled. Now, how the idea of wheel, how then you, there should be question in your mind how wheel was invented. See, early humans, as I have mentioned you, that they used to observe the things. They used to, there is a thinking process which which help them to discover various things. So likewise here also, in the case of wheel, you will see that the tree trunks, they observed, they discovered that the tree trunks which were cut into round pieces, they rolled very easily. So in this way, the idea of wheel came into their mind, and wheel was discovered almost 5000 years ago. Now this, the discovery of wheel, it is a turning point in the history of mankind. Why? Because it changed the whole scenario. Now the movement of goods and people became very easier, and wheels were fitted in the carts and animals, and they can be easily moved from one place to another. Now even today also, if you will see, even from small taxi to a big aeroplane, there is a use of wheels, maybe of various shapes and size, but wheels are formed in almost every transportation system. Let's move to trade and voyages. How the trade and voyages also played a crucial role in the development of transportation system. Now, as I have told you that early humans, when they started living together after the discovery of especially agriculture, they started settled life, and in with the help of this set, with the help of agriculture, now the evolution of villages also started. Now the villages also started existing, and with the existence of two or three villages, the society came into being. So with the development of society, there are now the different sections of people who are living in the society, whether that is a farmer, a potter, or artisan, or a craftsman. There are various groups of people who are living in the society together. So ultimately everyone is indulged in different kind of activities. Someone is growing food, someone is making pots, someone is making jewelry, and other kind of activities. So but the requirements of different people are different. Okay, so ultimately if suppose a farmer who grows crop, he needs a pot. So from where he will bring the pot? He is growing crops. Similarly, a potter who is making pots, now how he will bring the food for him or his family? So ultimately the system of barter came into being. What is this barter system? It is a system of exchanging the goods from one another. Suppose a farmer needs the pot and a potter needs the food crops. So ultimately they will exchange the goods with one another. And in this way, the barter system, first of all, they started barter system between the peoples who are living in the same village, then from one village to another, then from village to town, and from town to other neighboring parts. Now during those days, road system was not very efficient one, or it was not very good like today, and even your airways was not existing. So ultimately waterways served as a good way to have trade or business with the people living far away. See, because through waterways only people started their business or trading from people for the people who are living very far away. Now, trading with the people living in the faraway places was made possible because so students voyages made possible to trade with the people who are living in distant places. So ultimately, what is this voyages? Voyages are actually the long journeys that involve days and months of traveling. So during those days, as I have mentioned you, road system or airway system was not into existence. So ultimately people used to travel distant places through your waterways. And now as these demands, especially the Indian goods and your some of the South Asian goods like your textiles, silk, spices, they were having a great demands, and Arabians were the first people who started this voyages especially. And these Arabians, they took the Indian products into their markets and even to the European markets, which is very far away place from India, and used to sell the goods and make huge profits. So ultimately because of this profit, now the Europeans were also inclined towards the Indian goods, and Indian goods were having huge demand in the European markets. And because of this huge demand, they started looking for the sea route which helped them to trade directly with India. And in this way, Vasco da Gama, who was a Portuguese sailor, he discovered sea route to India in 1498. Especially during your 15th century, 16th century, you will see these long journeys were very common, especially in the European nations. The explorers, they used to carry out long journeys, and they used to discover the unknown places, whether that was the America which was discovered by Christopher Columbus, or whether the Cape of Good Hope. Even Marco Polo, who was a traveler, European traveler, he traveled from Venice, which is in Europe, to China. Likewise, Ferdinand Magellan, who he was the first person to sail around the world. So in this way, the major explorations were made by the various explorers, and this was made possible because of the voyages. Now come to means of transport. There are three means of transport. The first one is your land transport, second one is your water transport, third one is your air transport. So land transport is of two types, your roadways and railways. Roadways is used for shorter distance and railways is used for longer distance. Railways are very cheap and efficient means of transport, as they help to carry heavy loads and as well as the people from one place to another. Your super fast trains are Rajdhani Express, Satabdi Express. These trains, they help in quick movement of the people from one place to another. Now come to roadways. Roadways are the important means of transport, and it consists of all those transport system which moves on road, like your bus, car, scooters, your tractors and others. Now the roadways are also divided into different systems, okay, in different parts, like your national highways, expressways or freeways, and the third one is your international highways. Is you are saying that metro rail is also becoming a very common means of transport, especially to move to distant places in a locality. It is a very useful means of transport, and especially very clean, air conditioned, and very cheaper also. And especially you will see in metropolitan cities like your Mumbai, Kolkata, or even Chennai, metro rails are especially used. Now let's come to your air transport. Airways, they also plays a crucial role. They especially helps to save a lot of time, because they are the fastest means of transport. They carry the people as well as goods from one place to another very quickly, and thus saves a lot of time. If you will see all the major cities of India, they are well connected through the airways, and even the different countries, they are connected to one another through airways. And these airways, usually they carry the people and the goods even to the distant lands, okay. So ultimately it is also an important part of transportation system. Let's come to water transport. It is the one of the oldest, cheapest means of transport, and there are various means of water transport, like your cargo ships, boats, steamers, and others. See, water transport are used especially to carry the people, finished products, as well as the raw materials from one place to another. Nowadays, other means of transports are also used, even in many cities, as well as the villages are also flourished with these means of transports, like your e-rickshaw or monorails. Your e-rickshaw, it is important means of transport because it is very cheap, as well as it is pollution free. They run on the batteries, which is charged, and they especially carry people from one place to another, especially for shorter distance. Monorails, they are used as public transport, and especially it is running successfully in Mumbai, and they help to reduce the traffic. So students, all the topics of your transportation system has been covered in this video. If there is any doubt, please mention me in the comment, and please subscribe the channel so that you can get the notifications on time. And please students, I want to mention you one thing, that if the chapter will be long, definitely I will I will make the two videos. So in this chapter also I am doing the same thing, and if further also required, I will do that. So thank you.